Hey hi guys, welcome to Automation Club, and let's continue on Protector with Cucumber framework. So till last video what we have done is we have launched the URL, we have clicked on bank manager login, and uh, let me open that application and brief you what we have done and what we are going to do in this video. So we have launched this URL, clicked on bank manager, add customer, fill the detail, and after filling the detail, after clicking on add customer, we are expecting this alert to come, and we will validate this message on alert by using chai assertion, and also we will handle this alert. Okay, so in last video we have commented this step of clicking on add customer, so we will uncomment that in this video, and we will complete this end-to-end test script. Okay, so let me uncomment it and add the step for handle the alert, and that will be a validation, right? So then I should get the pop-up and handle it, simply handle it. Okay, so add the hook for it. Hook, I mean in step definition, method for it, simply. So then I should get the pop-up. Second parameter will be a timeout to tell Cucumber the timeout. Okay, and sync function. So remove it. So for handling any alert, what method you need to use is browser dot switch to alert and accept. This is for accepting the alert. Okay, and for dismiss means if you don't want to accept it, then we do have a dismiss method. Okay, so here we are going to accept it, so use that. Remove extra braces. Okay, so we have handled by using alert method. Simply run it. So I have handled the alert by using alert method, and now compile and run it. tsc, and then for running protector js files configuration .js. Okay, it has launched the URL, and it will click on bank manager login. I have given the hard-coded weight there. So add customer and fill the details. It is taking too much time because I have given hard code. Let me stop it. Okay, so I have given Control C to just stop the test. Let me close it. Okay, so what I will do is I will remove the extra weights because that is not necessary, it is not required. Okay, so I'm just removing the weights so that it can save our time. Just I will keep, after clicking on add customer button, I will keep that so that you will able to see the alert. handling the alert also, if you want to see, let me add a wait there. Okay, and also I will run it for one set of data. So in previous video I have run it for multiple test data by using examples keyword. So in this video we will use only a single set of data. Okay, now compile it and then run it so that it will execute fast. So launch the URL, maximized, see the speed. Now alert has come and it should accept this alert. So it is waiting because I have added a hardcode wait of 10 seconds. See, our end-to-end test has been complete. Okay, so alert has come and we have handled that. Okay. Suppose if you there is a case in application, some alert are coming and sometime it comes and sometime it doesn't come. Okay, so if it is coming, you want to handle it, and if it is not coming, you don't want your test script to stop and you want to continue the further steps. So for that, just you have to handle exception for this case. Okay, so here in this scenario we are expecting this alert, but in some of the scenarios, real-time scenario in application, that alert may come or may not come based on some specific condition. Okay, so for that, just use try catch to handle the exception. Catch it in catch block and use error parameter to print it. Console dot log error. I will show you how this is going to work. So I have added a step for exception handling by using try catch. Okay, so in console.log, let me like exception handled. Okay, so let me remove the add for clicking on add customer. If we are not going to click on add customer button, this pop-up will not come, right? So intentionally I am just doing negative testing so that even though it has been commented and alert will not come, this test script will pass. Why? Because I have handled that in exception. Okay, so this is one case. You may have the scenario like if it is not coming, then it should fail. I will tell you how to do those scenarios. Let me compile and run it first. So after this execution, I will also remove the extra weight which I have added. What has happened? Oh. Okay, I think this is something else. Try catch. Okay, let me compile it again. yeah, it is opening. Add customer and see the speed. It is too fast, right? So this time it is passed even though the step is commented, like click on add customer. Okay, and I handle the exception, like if it is not coming also, script should not fail, and if there are other steps, that should work. So there is no hard assertion. Okay, so see uh, see the exception handle message, no such alert error. Okay, there is no alert error. Okay, so this is how we can handle it. Now what I want is, let me uncomment. Next is to validate the message, we'll use chai assertion. So first we will extract the message coming on the alert. So for that I need to use a method for getting the text coming on alert. So for that, browser dot switch to dot alert. Get text is a method to accept to extracting something from alert. Okay, now I need to put it in some parameter. Using then and function, suppose pop-up message. Now wait will not required because we are already inside then block. Remove this also. No need any extra wait. So once we are extracting, we need to print it, right? So console.log, print this pop-up message. So whatever message is displayed on that alert pop-up, it will be printed. Compile and run it. So it is opening that URL, bank manager login at customer, and pop-up has come, and it is extracting the message which is customer added successfully, and see the message has been printed here, customer added successfully with customer ID 6. Okay, suppose now we want to validate it. So this will be our validation step, and we want to validate whether this message is coming or not. So for validation in Cucumber we need to use chai assertion. So for chai assertion we have official website chai.js. So this is used for validation, like in Jasmine we have expect, right? So similarly in chai assertion also we have expect, should, and assert. So these are used for validation and assertion, you can say. Okay, so we will use this. So for that, first we need two dependencies. One is chai. Let me add that. So version came by default, the latest version, and second is chai as promise. So once we add any additional dependencies, what we need to perform, npm install, so that it will add in your node underscore modules. Okay, so package has been added. Now go to your step definition and add for chai. So we need to import the chai, right? So import chai from chai package and define it, where expect equals chai dot expect. Now you can use this expect in your validation. Okay, so here you can validate expect pop-up message two dot equal. So this is one method, but here if we are using two dot equal, then we need to give the exact string message. Okay, but this number may differ, right? So when we are adding different customer, this number may differ. So I just want to validate this part: customer added successfully with customer ID. This message should be displayed. I'm not bothering about the ID number. I'm just concentrating on the message. Okay, so for that, instead of dot to dot equal, we do have a method to dot include, and just add the text which you want to validate. So I'm just adding till ID. So add that. So this is the validation step. By using chai assertion, we have added. So compile and run it. So here we have added the validation step. I will show you the failure as well, so that you will get to know it is working properly. Okay, so it has passed. Now if you want to fail it, what we have to do? Even though if it is failed, it will go in exception and it will pass your script. Okay, so if you want to fail it, in the case of failure, you need to add something in exception, in catch block, sorry. Okay, so add that. Suppose I am expecting true and dot equal dot, sorry, dot 2 dot equal dot 2 dot equal false. So here intentionally we are adding a step for in catch block to fail if it is if alert is not coming, and this something if any kind of error comes here, in that case the script should fail. So I have added in catch block assertion. Okay, so what I will do, suppose, let me fail it. Let me do I have done a spelling mistake, so in this case now it should fail. So in try block it will fail, and then it will come in catch block, and in catch block also I have added a expect step. So there it should give the assertion error, and the script should so fail. See, now it has been failed. Expected was false and expected was true, and it is coming false. Okay, so if you don't give it and just run it. Okay, because I have added try catch, right? So it is not needed when you are not giving and you are not accepts means handling the exception. Okay, so in that case this step is not required. Okay, so without giving that expect in catch, I'm going to run it and see the result. So why I'm running again and again by making changes, so that you will have a clear understanding on these concepts. See, it is passed. Even though I have changed the message, okay, and it should fail, right? But it is passed because I have handled in exception, and in exception in catch block there is no failure step. Okay, so intentionally I need to add a step so that it will give the assertion failure. So if I will uncomment it, then it will work properly as expected. Okay, so so basically this try catch is only for those case if alert is not coming, and even though if it is not coming you want to proceed with your test, then in that case this try catch works fine to handle any kind of exception. Okay, so that's it for this video. Like we have learned chai assertion, and also we have handled the alert. Okay, so that's it for this video. We have completed end-to-end test script. Okay, so we'll see some other topics in next video. Thank you so much. Thank you.